Aaron and Teyana.
There's a moment in Bed of Roses that stops you in your tracks. It's not just another music video. It's something deeper, something that shakes you to your core. Teyana Taylor, Aaron, and Issa Rae, all together in one scene, and the way their emotions collide left hearts everywhere in a state of awe. It wasn't just the chemistry, it was something far more real, pure emotion laid bare for the world to see. What happened in that moment was unexpected, and it left fans gasping for more. It's the kind of moment that sticks with you long after the screen fades to black. But what was it about this scene that felt so powerful? Why has everyone been talking about it? Let's break it down. Because this isn't just another music video. It's a story of vulnerability, love, and healing that we can all feel deep inside. When fans first heard about the collaboration, curiosity was inevitable. Teyana Taylor and Aaron had always been captivating in their own right, but adding Issa Rae into the mix? That's when things started to feel like something special was about to unfold. Everyone was waiting with bated breath to see how their combined energies would mesh. And then, as the camera rolled, something unexpected happened. Teyana and Aaron's bond was undeniable, but it was Issa's presence that added an entirely new layer to the dynamic. She wasn't just there to fill a space, she became part of the emotional journey unfolding before our eyes. The scene didn't just feature them. It captured raw, unguarded moments that spoke to something deeper than words ever could. Teyana's vulnerability, Aaron's gaze, and Issa's quiet power all blended seamlessly. And that's what made this scene unforgettable. It wasn't about just showing something beautiful visually, it was about the feelings that they evoked. It felt like we were witnessing something real, a snapshot of life's complexities, one that we could all relate to in some way. The imagery in the scene is stunning. Roses everywhere, their deep red petals symbolizing both beauty and pain, a soft glow bathing the room in warmth, and intimate silence enveloping the trio. But what really hit fans was the genuine emotion that radiated through every moment. As the camera lingered on Teyana and Aaron, you could feel the depth of their connection. They weren't just acting, they were living in that moment. Aaron's hand resting gently on Teyana's shoulder wasn't just a simple gesture of affection, it was a statement. Issa Rae, positioned between them, wasn't just a third wheel. She was an integral part of their emotional journey. Her stillness contrasted beautifully with the palpable tension between Teyana and Aaron. And in that silence, she offered a subtle form of guidance, helping them confront a truth that needed to be seen. This scene wasn't just about visuals. It was a shared experience of love, healing, and vulnerability. Fans immediately felt connected to what they were witnessing. It wasn't just a video. It was a raw, emotional snapshot of a very human moment. In this scene, Teyana and Aaron's connection was undeniable. It wasn't about grand gestures or romantic speeches, it was in the quiet, subtle moments. The way Teyana leaned into Aaron, the way he looked at her with eyes that softened every time she spoke, it was a silent dance between two souls. They didn't need words to communicate, their chemistry spoke louder than anything that could have been said. Every movement seemed intentional, as though they were constantly speaking to each other through unspoken language. It was clear that their bond was built on a shared history, one that wasn't perfect but real and tangible. Fans couldn't help but be captivated by how natural and effortless their connection felt. It wasn't just acting, it was real. Teyana's vulnerability mirrored Aaron's strength, creating a balance that was beautiful to watch. They didn't need the spotlight. They created their own light. It wasn't about showing off. It was about experiencing something deep and profound together. It was a love that didn't need to be explained. It was meant to be felt. Issa Rae's presence in this scene was a game changer. She wasn't just there as a supporting character, she was integral to the emotional depth of the moment. Her stillness and quiet presence offered a stark contrast to the intensity of Teyana and Aaron's chemistry. While they were wrapped up in their emotions, Issa remained grounded, bringing a sense of calm to the chaotic energy that filled the space. In a scene as raw and vulnerable as this, Issa became the emotional anchor. She wasn't merely observing, she was guiding them. Her quiet strength seemed to push Teyana and Aaron to confront their deepest feelings, urging them to open up and face the truth. There was a sense that she understood the weight of what was happening, and her role wasn't just to witness it, it was to help them move through it. In this way, Issa wasn't just an addition to the story, she was the one who helped make it all make sense. Fans couldn't help but appreciate how her presence deepened the emotional impact of the scene. It wasn't just a performance, it was a beautiful dance between three very different people coming together to create something extraordinary. There's one moment in this scene that stands out above all the rest, a moment so powerful that it seems to freeze time itself. It's as if everything in the world slows down. And for that fleeting second, nothing else exists except the raw emotion between the three of them. Teyana, on the verge of tears, looks at Aaron, and then her gaze shifts to Issa. In that one instant, the room around them seems to disappear, leaving only the intense connection between them. It's a moment of vulnerability, a rare moment when the walls they've built around themselves come crashing down. Aaron's hand moves gently to Teyana's face, his touch soft but brimming with meaning. Though the gesture is simple, it speaks volumes. It's a quiet, intimate moment that says everything they don't have to voice aloud. Teyana's expression softens as she feels the weight of Aaron's touch. For a brief moment, the tension between them melts away, replaced by something far more powerful: love. It's raw, unfiltered, and so deeply genuine that it's almost palpable. The pain and the history they share fade into the background, leaving only the connection between them, this unspoken understanding that, despite everything, there's still something real between them. In this moment, nothing else matters. There's no pretense, no masks, just the undeniable bond they've had all along, even if it's been hidden beneath layers of conflict, distance, and time. Behind them, Issa stands as a silent witness to this vulnerable exchange. She doesn't need to say anything. Her presence is enough. She understands what's happening in that room, even if the rest of the world doesn't. She sees the love and the pain, the beauty and the struggle, and she knows that this is a moment where everything shifts. The simplicity of that brief touch between Teyana and Aaron is enough to melt hearts everywhere. Fans, who had been watching their every move, were completely taken by this moment. The rawness, the authenticity, and the vulnerability in that split second left them speechless. It was as if they were witnessing something real, something that went beyond the surface and delved deep into the complexities of love and pain. It wasn't just a scene, it was an emotional journey that fans could feel in their own hearts. In that moment, everything they had been through seemed to be laid bare for the world to see, and the effect was breathtaking. The video, once it dropped, set social media ablaze. Fans couldn't stop talking about it, and the reactions flooded in almost immediately. Many expressed how deeply the scene had affected them. Some were in awe, calling it the most emotional and powerful scene they had ever witnessed in a long time. They were moved by the rawness of the emotions, by the palpable vulnerability that radiated from the screen. It wasn't just the love between Teyana and Aaron that struck a chord with viewers. It was the deeper, more universal feelings that were captured in that brief moment. It felt like a window into something real, something beyond the typical celebrity facade. Fans were touched because they saw themselves in that moment. Whether it was the love they had experienced, the pain they had endured, or the healing they had gone through. The vulnerability in the video was overwhelming. It wasn't staged or choreographed. It felt real, almost too real. And that was exactly what made it so powerful. It was a stark contrast to the polished, curated versions of celebrities that fans are used to seeing. This was different, it was messy, it was human, and it was all the more impactful because of it. Teyana and Aaron, through this simple yet profound exchange, allowed the world to see a side of them that most people never get to witness. It wasn't just about their careers or their public personas, it was about the deep, personal connection that had been forged through years of love, pain, and everything in between. Fans couldn't help but their eyes about what they had just witnessed. Some wondered if this was more than just a scene in a video. Was this a way for Teyana and Aaron to show the world a side of their relationship that had been hidden from the public? Was this a representation of their real struggles, a way for them to process and work through their past together in front of the world? The possibility that this moment was a genuine glimpse into their healing process made it all the more meaningful. Others saw it as an artistic expression, a piece of work that transcended the boundaries of a typical music video. It told a story that was raw, emotional, and relatable, one that everyone could connect with on some level. The video became more than just a visual representation of a song. It became a narrative of love, loss, and reconciliation, a story that felt familiar to many who had experienced similar struggles in their own lives. No matter how fans interpreted the scene, one thing was clear: it left them feeling deeply connected to what they had just seen. It wasn't just a video they were watching, it was a shared experience. The emotions on screen were so palpable that viewers couldn't help but feel like they were on the journey with Teyana, Aaron, and Issa. The video became a moment of collective experience, a journey that resonated with everyone who watched it. Fans felt the weight of the love, the pain, and the healing, as if they were part of the story unfolding on the screen. In the aftermath of the video's release, the discussion didn't stop. People kept talking about the emotions it evoked, the way it made them feel, and what it might mean for Teyana and Aaron's relationship. But more than anything, it was the emotional honesty of the moment that stayed with fans. It wasn't about the celebrities themselves, it was about the emotions they so courageously allowed to be seen. That simple touch between Teyana and Aaron, that raw vulnerability, became a symbol of something much bigger, a reminder that, no matter how much time passes, the love between two people can still have the power to heal, to bring them back together, and to remind us all of the beauty and pain that comes with it. What made Bed of Roses so powerful wasn't just the stunning visuals. It was the raw emotion, the genuine connection between Teyana, Aaron, and Issa Rae. That scene left fans questioning what love really looks like. Do we show our love through grand gestures, or is it in the quiet, subtle moments of understanding? What do you think? What did that scene mean to you? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this emotional journey is just beginning.